Cole McChristian on the mound now for Ceredo Kenova with runners at first and third and one out. Chris Kidd here with you as runner takes off for second base. As the runner's now at second and third with still one out in the top of the fifth. That's the final stat line. Actually, still stat line open a little bit for Shoemaker. We'll run through that here shortly. Again, the runners at second and third will be credited to him once it's all said and done as McChristian winds and fires, misses outside, 2-0. Shoemaker lasted an inning and 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of those earned, 2 base on balls, 2 strikeouts as well. As we said, that total could go up here in just a moment, and that a ground ball to short, fielded, and now they're going to come home with it, and he is out, or is he? Again, I haven't seen an official ruling here as of yet. And yes, they did call him out. Okay, home plate umpire kind of pointed at home plate because it was kind of a close look there. Farley looked like he kind of had the glove on home plate as this happened. Let's take a look at it again here. And yes, right there you see he got him on the foot as Feaster came across. Again, it's hard to see home plate because it's covered in dirt right now, but you could see right before he got there, he was able to apply the tag on his foot. So Jacobs able to move over to second. Runner still at second and third, and now here's Purdue. Robs one into left field. What a catch! Going to the ground and robbing Purdue of 2 more RBIs. And again, trying to see who that was in left field that made that grab. And that is the first time that Jesus Purdue has been erased in this tournament as Watts makes the sliding grab and perhaps the web gem of the day in order to keep Mineral County off the board here in the top of the fifth. That's 9 runners stranded now in this game for Mineral County. Can Ceredo Kenova make the comeback here as we head to the bottom of the fifth? You're watching the 2020 Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
As a member of the military, a military family, or a veteran, the last thing you should have to worry about is your prescriptions. At your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, we'll transfer your prescriptions for you with no interruptions in service. Our pharmacists will be there to help answer questions and share tips and advice with a friendly, knowledgeable smile. And we're not going anywhere. We welcome military personnel and their families. Transfer your prescriptions today. Griffith and File Drugstore and Soda Fountain, 1405 Chestnut Street, Kenova. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Watching on Facebook, YouTube.
Bottom of the fifth inning, we move. As you see, the hits are equal, but Mineral County with a 3-run edge as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning. Chris Kidd with you. Butch Mounts, our engineer, with Brian Shepard, our graphic organizer and statistician for today's game, as Jacobs staying in here for the time being. Again, you may see Mineral County perhaps lift him once he gets to the 35 pitch count. That way he'd be available to pitch on Tuesday if needed as he pumps in a strike. Getting ahead of Harrison Riggs as things back to the top of the order here for Ceredo Kenova. This is where they did their damage in the third inning in order to tie the game up. Nice curveball drops in again. You can see Jacobs has started to form a nice rhythm here on the mound. But again, with the strategy you have to play with your pitchers, his evening could be coming to a close here shortly. I'd say if Purdue's ball would have landed in for a hit and they'd have scored those 2 runs, it definitely would have been it. That one almost leaping catch over at first base by Bauer as it hooked foul. As Riggs was able to get a piece of that to stay alive in the count. But again, if Purdue would have gotten that ball to drop in on that great catch by Watts a moment ago, and this is now an 8-3 game, I think it's an easier decision for Mineral County to pull Jacobs once he gets to 35, but this game's still well within reach as we've seen Ceredo Kenova come back already from the 3-run deficit tonight. And again, with Riggs, he's only been put out 1 time in this tournament thus far as Jacobs tried to get him to chase, but good plate discipline by Riggs. Count now at 1-2. Again, he singled to left field his last time up and then later scored, did Riggs. And once again, he spoils a 2-strike pitch. That's a good sign. That's a sign of a good hitter right there whenever you know that you're beat on a pitch, but you're able to get just enough of it to foul it off and fight it off to give yourself another look. And Riggs has been able to do that twice now on this at bat. And he does come with a curveball, hits it towards short, takes a funny hop, goes right to the second baseman, but not in time to be able to get Riggs, as that'll be a hit. And again, that one bounced right off the shortstop, Hare. That ball looked like, I believe Hare thought that was going to jump up into his glove, but watch it here on the replay. It just hit the last blade of grass there and just died and just came right at him and then hopped right over to the second baseman, Williamson. And had it been a slower runner, they might have had a shot, but Riggs absolutely booking it down that line every chance he gets. And now decision time here. And actually, we do have a correction. That catch in left field last inning was Landon Dixon. And at first we were told it was Watts, but it was actually Dixon who made that sliding grab to end the inning. So again, we apologize to Landon on that. Again, just a terrific play to keep Mineral County off the scoreboard. Keep this at a 3-run game, and now can Ceredo Kenova mount another charge here? They do get Riggs on to start the inning, and now Shoemaker, who's popped out to the infield and doubled into left field his last time up. So now Riggs, or Jacobs rather, it appears this is his game the rest of the way. But now it's a 2-1 here to Shoemaker. That misses outside. So now all of a sudden Jacob's starting to get a little bit wild. And if he reaches, now all of a sudden you've got the heart of the order coming up for Ceredo Kenova with nobody out. So let's see if Shoemaker's taking on this pitch. He does, and it's ball 4. So now here comes Ceredo Kenova once again. This was the same spot last night where we thought that Fairmont had Mineral County dead to rights and ready to move on to this game tonight before Mineral County erupted for 6 runs and took the game at the last possible minute from Fairmont. And now could it be Ceredo Kenova's turn to turn the tables on Mineral County? Now you have Isaiah Sanders up. He's 2 for 2 tonight, and he hammers one into left field. Back towards the line. It is gone! We are all even at 6 apiece here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Isaiah Sanders, with his 5th RBI of the night, has knotted this game up yet again. And got a high fastball that he just absolutely torched over the left field wall, 242 feet into left center field. Sanders now 3 of 3 tonight, a single, a 2-run double, and now a 3-run blast. Just a triple away from the cycle. But unbelievably, this Ceredo Kenova team just refuses to die, as it seems like Mineral County has just had every opportunity to put up a huge number in this game. They have left 9 men on base tonight, twice leaving the bases loaded, and just have not been able to put Ceredo Kenova to bed. And now that they've let Ceredo Kenova up off the mat, now let's see what transpires next as they leave Jacobs in here at 41 pitches. Like we said, Mineral County had to use several pitchers last night in order to get through that game against Fairmont. That was just almost a T-ball affair by the time it was over with, finally finishing at 11-10. And now the base is cleared, and you've got Bo Farley coming up. Now here's a chopper towards short, fielded by Hare, fires over to first in time to get Farley for the first out of the inning. And again, good visit to the mound there by Mineral County, trying to get everyone settled down. All the momentum in the world right now resides over with Ceredo Kenova. Now the batter will be Miguel Kane. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to third and then struck out in his last plate appearance against Jacobs. That one misses outside, 1-0. Kane, the number 5 hitter in the lineup. This one crushed down the left field line, and that's fair. Kane